Hello everyone and welcome to my very first YouTube series. My name is Noddy and as you can probably guess, this is going to be a Europa Universalis 4 series. As I stated, this is my very first YouTube series, so please, if you like it, leave a like, a comment, subscribe if you want. I'm going to try and make a few different series coming up in the next few months if I can find the time. But yeah, open to feedback, suggestions, comments, because as I said, I'm very new to this. First things first, I am playing on 1.15.1. Reasons for this, I like the patch. I don't particularly like the changes that Mare Nostrum made, and I've got a couple of long-running games going on 1.15.1 that I want to finish before I upgrade. So, and I've got all the DLC up to 1.15.1. So diving straight in, and our first series is going to be on Austria. There's always lots of questions on the Reddit and on the forums about Austria and their strategies and how you start off and what you should do and whatnot. So that's why I've decided to do this one. I was one of those people that used to post asking the questions. I've now got a really good understanding, I think, of the start. So I'm going to try and share it with you guys. So, jumping straight in. Call it Austria YouTube, and away we go. So obviously strategies will be slightly different for some of the things because of the fact that this is a different patch, but I am intending on not allying France. France and Austria are historical rivals in 1.16, so I'm not going to ally France even though they're friendly. And I'm just going to try and... sorry. Most of the strategies should still work in some way or another. They may not be exactly the same, but yeah. So we're going to take the improved prestige mission. We're going to rival Venice. And Provence, interesting, the Teutonic always rivaled me. And we'll rival Denmark. So, first thing we're going to do is we're going to royal marry Bohemia and Hungary. They both have decisions which can lead them to take von Habsburgs on the throne without any heirs, so we can claim their throne straight away. We're going to set up some good advisors. I'm going to switch to military and click it on to speed 3, and we're going to go ham. So we're going to accept the Palatinate alliance because we want an alliance with the Elector, and we're going to decline the Hungarian alliance. We're going to throw an alliance at Castile because one big ally is always nice. So we need Palatinate, Saxony, and probably one other voting for us. So we're going to ally Saxony, and we're going to ally Trier, just to keep us in the emperorship until such time as the PLC forming. We're going to decline royal marriages for now. Actually, did that not form? Is that not updated, or did they choose not to form it? Sorry, I'm clicking around too quickly. So we're going to fabricate on Verona, and we're going to fabricate on Romanga, whatever it is. And yeah, basically opening strategy, guys, is going to be to PU Bohemia, PU Hungary, and prevent the Shadow Kingdom and get the Burgundian inheritance. So real simple and easy, apparently. We're going to throw some galleys out because we want to be able to compete with Venice in the water. Alright, that should have updated now. No, they didn't take the PLC. Well, that's really interesting. And not a bad thing. So, we're waiting for you to make the decision. Both of you. We're going to roll a general, see if we can get a decent one. Not shabby at all. 2 shock and a siege is nothing to sneeze at. Basically, we're going to switch to speed 4 because all we're really doing is waiting for these decisions. so that we can claim either one or both of these thrones and go to war. So they've allied Brandenburg, which is quite common when they're rival to Poland, unfortunately, but we'll just have to make do. Great air for us. That is a fantastic air. Ernst. That's fantastic. We're going to throw some money, some production at the gold mine, because that's going to keep us afloat early in the game. Bohemia is choosing not to take that decision, which is very frustrating. The longer it takes, discovered fabricating. We're going to make another general, another siege pit, which is pretty good early in the game, particularly because we've got to siege that level 3 fort. Why do I feel like Bohemia's not going to take a von Habsburg on the throne? Right, so we've got a von Habsburg on the Hungarian throne. Are you not of vital interest to me? Yes, you are. As are you. So when that regency is finished, and we got fabric discovered in Gauze. God, off to a fantastic start. Having a better relations over time advisor is always handy when you're doing a conquest heavy game. Bohemia is still refusing to take a king. Very frustrating. All we can do is wait and claim. Pardon me. Take the peasants so I can get down there. Pardon me. Shadow Kingdom event. Still waiting for Bohemia to make up their mind. Have some more production, some more dip at the gold mine. There we go. There's von Habsburg, finally. I'm going to take you back because I've already been discovered and that's almost finished. So we claim the throne, and then as soon as we can, we declare war. I'll probably break the royal marriage. That's fine. Yep, there it goes. It's absolutely fine. Right, away we go. We're going to go straight for Prague because hopefully we can stack wipe Bohemia straight off the board. We didn't manage to stack wipe, unfortunately. I'm going to jump the Silesian army. And then because they are concentrating on that, I am going to try and split up and siege down as much as I can, and hopefully they stay down there. Right, we need to go back in, carry on fabricating on Treviso and on Brino. So we just need to be careful of that Bohemian army. Here comes the Bohemian army, so we want to try and cascade back into army if possible. That's in Highlands, and we can throw our general on there. That's not where I want to go. It's the fastest way. Oh, that's not good. General, try and back them up. And I'm going that way. Going to attack my sieging stack, but we've got that, so if I can get back to there. Oh, this is a bit hairy, but we're getting there. 12th, you only need to live 5 days. So, apparently Frankfurt is annexed Nassau. Where you accept. You won't demand unlawful, probably because we're at war and we're struggling a little bit. So, 5 days, lads, come on. Oh yeah, there we go. Okay. You go that. Oh god, we're all going different ways. Oh, there you go, you can go that way. That's what I wanted. You can go there, you can go there. We're going to be draining a bit of manpower, but that's fine. Having a couple of siege pips is going to be good. Hopefully they just ignore my sieging armies. And they will just try... Oh, I've got a siege pip and I'm still not making any progress on this at all. Interested to see where you're going. Okay, you're coming around here, so you're probably going down to siege my land. Which is absolutely fine. So we lost our claim. It's not surprising. We are going back to Wien, which is nice. Oh, crud. Alright, I'm going to leave 1, 2, 3, and we're going to try and get over and back up my men, although I don't need to. Let's sit here and see where you're going. He's going over here. Should slow it down. Now, did I stack wipe that Bohemian army? I did, and they're not going to be recruiting anything else, so that's fantastic. Right. It's hurting, but we're getting there. So, Hungary, yes, you've got to... Right, that's okay. So, Venice is allied to Genoa, that's fine. They're going to be our next target. We're going to wait for this to go, and then I'll go and start hitting up Berlin. That'll probably do for Venetian claims. That's got us that one and that one. I do need Friuli. I was sure I only needed these 3 plus Brescia, but I now believe I may need Venice. So, fun and games. Frankfurt is not interested because... well, I just don't have any Diplo rep. But anyway, that's fine. We will carry on. I'm going to send you to improve relations with some electors. And I have one more claim to get on Zippo. Oh! I was quite surprised we got that first. I may be able to peace out when this falls. Debating about whether I attack you or not. Let's pull you back. And you'll already take the Union. Right, let's go. We don't need to hurt you anymore, and we don't want to suffer anymore ourselves. Done. Right. And there's is our mission complete, which is nice. No point doing palpable relations because we're going to declare war on him, so unfortunately Hungary yet is allied to the Pope, which is going to be a pain, but we will do what we can. Provence is now no longer a rival, which is unfortunate. Teutonic Order is an interesting one. I'm going to go Burgundy. Burgundy is... and I'm going to start improving with Bohemia, because we need to get them loyal. I'm going to chill out for a bit. We are going to take our forts away. Now, are you feeling any different about that? Not really. Keep improving this Bohemia. We are going to declare war pretty quickly on Venice. Only allied to Genoa. No one will help me, but it's not a huge problem. Venice is not hugely strong at the start of the game. Actually, I'm gonna leave you there for now. Just going to let my troops replenish a bit. I'm going to take that French Con mission because we need the CB to declare on Burgundy. Now France is already going after England in the... the French reconquest of Gascon. Gascon, sorry. Whoa, what happened there? So our armies have become imbalanced somewhere along the lines. We should have about 18 and 19, yeah, that's better. I wonder what was going on there. Right. Pretty much time to go and start eating Venice, so we are going to... Of course, I yet again forgot to set my damn timer. We are going to take Verona. I'm just going to go straight in and start sieging things. I've been doing lots of tests and I try and make myself set my timer so that I don't forget when I actually record, and then I forget when I actually record. So we're going to need to go and back that up because they are flooding in. We actually will probably lose this, especially once Genoa turns up. Well, that went awfully badly. Stay in the hills because they're just going to jump in the hills and it's going to be a nightmare for us. Well, that was annoying. Best laid plans of mice and men. Was not expecting the Genoans to come back. So we're just going to see what the AI is doing. I would suggest that Venetian army is going to go for my capital. So I'm going to go and squish them. No, they're going to go for Bohemia, which is very interesting. Actually, stay there for now. I'm going to go and back up my PU subject, who I should be in good relation with. Lazy diplomats. I'm going to go and wait because I would suggest that Venice will go after them again and I can back them up and get a good win, hopefully. And looks like they are... no, but they are in farmlands, so let's squash them. Bohemia will back me up and the rest of my troops are coming in as well, so that's the end of that army. Right, Here we go, you can go straight to Treviso. Actually, you can go there and get that back first. Size army can go for Verona because that's grasslands. Ah, my other claim's finished, so I need to start improving with the electors so that I can remain emperor, which isn't going to happen at the moment. And we're going to go and sit on Treviso, which is going to keep all of their troops stuck there because they won't want to come fight, which is fantastic, although they will start shipping them around, which is always fun. So, after a terrible start to that war, huge reinforcement costs, a bit more back on track. I'll need to keep some of the army chilling out because this army will replenish and they will try and attack me probably, unless Venice just starts shipping troops out, which is also common. Keep something. It is hills, which helps. Now we'll just leave him there. And I'm still reinforcing. Still bleeding troops. Oh, that's alright. We are... still got more troops here, so yeah, we should be sweet. We'll just Venice is going to keep doing this, which is always annoying. Oh, I need to stay there. Probably do is leave. The Swiss took quite a bit of land. Now they are friendly, so will they? Yes, they will give. They'll give Baden back, which gets Baden back on the map, which is nice. So I wouldn't have used that if it didn't give me a prince back, because it's kind of pointless. They can have the other one as long as the prince is alive. That's the main thing. This will actually progress when they get back. That's Treviso down, but unfortunately my army's going to have to stay there in the hills. Keep forgetting my diplomats. It's basically to save ourselves from too much. I'm actually going to... Sorry, just to interrupt my own thoughts, I'm going to use that. So Bohemia will now back me up, which is good. They should go and help me siege, hopefully. What I was going to say, when I remember. We don't want to take too much land in this war because we don't want a coalition forming. So our start's got to be very mindful of the coalition, any coalition that could form. So to start with, very simply, we will return Brescia, probably take Verona for ourselves, and humiliate Venice, which will give us good power projection. And then we will probably go to war with the Pope, or potentially wait for Hungary and their Regency Council. Going to set this land as vital interest in the hopes that Bohemia will... Oh, they just got crushed by the pretenders. That's unfortunate. In the hopes that Bohemia will claim it, or Silesia will claim it. Holland's rivaled me, that's fine. Poland has some unlawful territory, so they took... Oh, they have it at the start though. Did they take some extra stuff? No, they took Labuz. Again, apologies for the terrible pronunciation. Venice continues to drop off troops, which is frustrating. So we can just lose the diplo straight up. Oh crap, my fleet just got annihilated and I didn't realise. And that was unfortunate. Mistakes were made, but oh well, these things happen. There's not much I can do about it. I don't have any, I've only got one province to put them in, and I couldn't get there in time to stop them, so Bohemia is really struggling with these pretenders. What worries me is that they could quite possibly sully into Treviso, and it would be a hard battle. We will take the Byzantine refugees. Does that mean, yes, Byzantium was annihilated by the Ottomans? So we are just cruising at the moment. We're improving relations with both Bohemia and Saxony to get Saxony voting for us, which they are. Will also help once we marry them when we can. Basically just waiting for forts to fall at the moment. If we can push, well, for the two provinces plus the humiliate, we will, but it'll be a bit of a stretch, I would suggest. Hungary's got 5 years to go. Burgundy has been very quiet, only allied to Brittany. The issue with Burgundy is no one will join me unless I can get enough favours with Castile. If I get Bohemia and Hungary in a PU, I'd be much happier about going after Burgundy, but anyway, we carry on. Bohemia likes us enough to assist us in our wars, which is good. Yeah. I can disable that. I didn't realise it was toggleable. I'll leave it for now. Dalmatia should fall soon. Send the general over to help with Genoa, although Genoa is going to fall soon too. I feel like we might be able to push Genoa and Dalmatia for all the war score we want, which would be nice. The other thing you have to be aware of in these areas is truces, because obviously if we take 100% war score, we are going to end up with a large truce with Venice, and then we have to come back for the remaining provinces, so just pays to be careful. Likewise with the Pope, what I usually try and do is take Umbria, because that allows me, actually no, sorry, I'd usually like to take Umbria and Umbria, because then I can fabricate on, oh, jeepers, I'm too busy talking. They'll attack me. Bohemia's going to get there before I will, and I think I've got it anyway. Should pay more attention. Going to reduce my war exhaustion. The blockades plus that battle. Here I am chatting away while my army's getting attacked. Castile wants me to fight against Aragon and Naples. Aragon is attacking Castile. Interesting. I will accept because it's a defensive call to arms. I just need to watch my armies around here. Shouldn't be a huge issue. I'm almost finished improving with Saxony. And that is very near going down as well. Bohemia will probably go and start fighting. Right, Genoa's down, which is nice. I am going to take military tech. One thing you'll soon find out about me is I really don't do a lot of min-maxing with my points. And I do play a lot in the rest of the world, so it becomes very apparent later on, but oh well. So, I want to take all of that, and I want to humiliate you. I'm nowhere near getting that, so what sort of AE? I'm going to return Brescia, I'm going to take Verona. Oh, I can't even do that. Oh, that'll tick up in a few days. I've still got another 10 more score I can get. Right, next person to improve with is going to be the Palatinate. So because of this war I'm in with Castile, I'm quite possibly going to end up, my next war will be so Castile's actually getting flattened by, it says they got 40k. Oh, that'll be all mine, won't it? Castile has about 10k troops and they're all over here. They're struggling with the Granadan War, I think you'll find. Pardon me. The Teutons took a whole bunch of land from Pomerania. Styrian rebels in Styria, which is where? Oh, so Graz, which is woods. I need to get out of this war so I can go and prepare for those rebels. Alright, so they'll give me those two, and I'm just wondering because, so this is 21, 17, 37. I believe I need all three. I didn't think I needed Venice, but it would seem as though it is part of the Venezia region, and if I have a look at the decision, oh, the mainland part of the area of Venice, so I don't need Venice. Right, okay. Learn to read the decisions, Stephen. So, return Brescia, take Verona. I only need these two, so I'm going to humiliate you and take war reps. No, I'm not. I'm just going to humiliate you. How far off am I? No, I'm too far off. Right. Money. So, let's go and get ready for some rebels. I'm going to send you back to... I'm going to send you to True. So I just need to make sure that... Oh, what am I doing? Gotta keep improving with my PU junior. I need to call this. Nobles want some love, I will give them that province, and I will crush the rebellion. Now, Castile is struggling in this war, so I'm going to be a pal and head down. New Burgundian, no air, always good to see. Castile is really struggling. And there's actually more troops down there than I can probably handle. I'll try to lend a hand. I'm stuck a bit in the middle anyway because I'm waiting for this guy. I've got 3 years. That's not long enough to declare on Burgundy and force the inheritance. So I'm stuck in the middle a little bit. So I'm going to try and go and help Castile while I wait for all of this. Turn my forts off because I don't think they're going to head up this way. Castile is not only getting smashed over here by Tunis and friends, but they are stability, thank you. Bavaria annex someone and won't give it back. I'm just gonna have to leave it for now. I'll leave it for now. Just one person they've eaten? Just the one. So Castile's trying to mount some resistance down here with that. Why were... no. My fleet got kicked out of Treviso. Right. So my fleet is now a thing of the past. What I'm going to do is... I do need some galleys. So I will... There were galleys I was building, wasn't it? Yeah. If one of these gets a breach, I'll go and take out one of the other armies. Because they won't support, the AI won't support if they get a breach. The general down here is brutal. So that's going to go first before the other two get a breach. You lost some ability desire, that's nice. The general died over here. Oh, sod it. That fort's locked me in. That's right, I'll go here. It's drylands. Right over here. Oh, unless you turn around. Oh, that's highlands, let's not go there. They won't, he might. I chose not to, and they're still back me up, which is even better. You're tech 4, you're still 3, I'm 4 runner. Let's carry on. Now Bohemian is actually positive now, and they're voting for me. So if there's an election today, I win, which is good to see. Alright, he's still got a ways to go, damn it. He won't reinforce though. That general is brutal. That's really hurt my manpower. There's my levies. What is it with these guys succeeding on bloody 7%? That's all three of those succeeded on positive 7%. I'll try and get back straight away if I can. There's only 370 guys. It should fall almost immediately. Oh, they're coming for me. No, I'm out of here. Some support. I don't think they had long around for some reason. Still coming. I had no lead. I just killed their king, did I? Oh yeah. Not sure what happened there, but this is killing my... Jeez, that was closer than it needed to be. I need to get out of here. This army has been completely ravaged. To leave. Ooh, Burgundy and France have gone to war. That's very nice. With any luck. Wow. That's very, very confident of them to declare on Burgundy and France. Actually, I need to go back up Bohemia. Oh, I'm not going to get there in time. You can take the leader. If Burgundy gets smashed here, I can potentially help force the inheritance. I still need to attack Provence because they still have all their allied to France, though. That's going to be interesting. These guys, because they've almost got the fort. With me, we should be able to beat them. Now I do need to fabricate on Friuli. So what I'm going to do is next war I'll take these two, and then in the final war I'll finish off the rest of Venice. But I only need these two before 1500, the rest of it can wait. There's another massive Aragonese army coming. They have a lot of troops. They really do. Are they stacking mercenaries at this point? Right at the top, aren't they? Got 7 units of mercenaries. Right, I am going to leave it there for now, guys. So hopefully this war wraps up soon. And Castile might give me some favours and join me against Burgundy, although I may not need it because France is obviously stomping them. So if I can force that inheritance, that would be fantastic. So I will leave it there. Like, subscribe, comment. If you've got any feedback, please let me know, and I'll see you in the next video.